Hi, that was Meek. So hi, welcome to this channel. I normally do a Let's Play and crochet on Mondays, but there's not a new update on Infinity Nikki yet. It doesn't come out until late tomorrow, and I just don't feel like waiting till tomorrow to do a Let's Play and crochet. So today, instead of a Let's Play, we're going to do a Valloween, Valentine's Day type of thing. I'm taking some references from Jack in the Attic, where she says you just find a really cool looking knit pattern and turn it black, and then it's goth. I am a pastel goth, so my thing is you find a pattern and you like take it and add pink and black to it. So that's kind of where I'm coming from at this angle to make it pastel goth, make it Valloween. I will be maybe cross referencing. At this point, I have 25 patterns for y'all. If I like doing this enough, I'll make another one off of patterns I find on Xiaohongshu, Red Note. Right now, I'm working on a cardigan. This is my first time working on a raglan top cardigan. I'm at the point where I can start doing the shoulders, or not the shoulders, the arm sleeves soon. But I do need to run out to Michael's because I did not grab enough yarn. So anyways, this is a free pattern I found on Xiaohongshu because it is a diagram pattern. And if you don't know how to read diagram patterns, I highly encourage you to learn how to do it because there are so many free patterns out there and so many lace patterns. And from all the videos I've seen of people saying these are going to be the trends of 2026, whatever, for crochet, a lot of people are saying lace is a trend. So get on it. Anyways, we did separate this into categories just now, so it might be a little bit wonky. As a reminder, this is my first time ever doing this, so if there's anything I'm missing, please let me know in the comments because your girl is not good at content like this. I just do vlogs. So anyways, okay, starting with wearables, we have this Cupid's Valentine cowl, and these colors are really good together. I think these are more Christmassy colors. However, oh, by the way, it's by Janet Pippin, published in Simply Hooked by Janet Blog. So I think it's on a website. It's $2.99. And this one, if you did colors like obviously pink, so instead of the white, you could do pink, and instead of the red, you could do black. With the hearts, I would do pink, and then the dangles, or like the little string coming out of it and what's going around it, I would do black. That's how I would do it. But I'm sure there's other ways you could do it. You could even do purple, but this is more Valloween, so I'm going with pink. And I do like a baby pink like this one. Yeah, I do a baby pink with a black for that one. So moving on to the next one, we have this Valentine's Day crop top. And this one already, I would feel is Valloween. This is very like, I would say a romantic goth, or maybe like a vampire goth that went to a spooky island in Scooby-Doo. But personally, I would probably change the bralette and like all that into pink, and then the heart in the middle, I would change that to black. This one is by Christina something, and I believe Lunar Still is their handle, and it's €4, which equals to about $4.90 American dollars. I don't know what the conversion rate is for a Canadian. Sorry, it's probably a little bit more. But I think this would be really cute. Even on the back, it's kind of cute. I personally can't wear many tops like this because I'm a little bit well endowed. And so I can't just wear something like that. This would be good as like a over top thing. Like if you're going for like I was saying earlier, a romantic goth, if you have like long sleeves that flare out like this, it, and then like maybe the bottom could, like, it could be a black one, maybe. No, because the heart would maybe like pink or white, actually white underneath, and then the bralette on top, and then the heart in the middle. That'd be super cute. Anyways, moving on to the next one, we have this Valentine's Day dog bandana. A dog bandana is basically the same thing as like a human bandana, just shorter strings. So you could just, this is just a bandana with hearts like appliqued into it. And I obviously would make the base of the beret black and then make the hearts a bunch of pinks and probably make the string like, because it looks like, yeah, it looks like they got a border around it. Oh, by the way, this is by Pin Cushion Cuties. I think that's how you say their name. Savannah Wargle. It's $2 on Ravelry, and you can just buy it on Etsy if you'd like. But yeah, I would make the base black and then the border pink and then the hearts pink because that's who I am. Yeah, that's who I am. So going on to the next one. So we have this heart motif. It's a motif, however, and I would put it as like an applique. I would use it as an applique. I think it's very cute. What I'm working on right now, I kind of want to put appliques on it, and this might actually be a good pattern for that because it's kind of lacy. It's not super obvious, but it very much looks like vintage crochet, vintage lace crochet. This is by Shannon Showalter, Club Crochet Webs, maybe? It's $1 on Ravelry, so this would be a really simple, fast workup for anybody who just, like, maybe make it into a garland or something. Obviously, I'm going to keep on saying obviously, but pink or black. I think black would go really hard. They use, what is it, Karen yarn? Karen 1 pound or Red Heart Super Saver. I would probably go lace. Wait, like do the cone. What is it called? Anti something. I don't remember. I'm sorry, but I would probably do lace for that. So that's an option. And then the next one I have is going to be Valentine's Day hearts. Also another like something I do want to do as an applique. You could probably do it as like a coaster. I love appliques. It is a pain in the butt to sew everything in. Don't get me wrong. It's free. Okay, I'm downloading it later. Hold on. Let's download it right now. Download PDF. That way I have it. I love the lace work on it. I probably would do the lace around the border would probably be pink and the inside heart would be black. That is so cute, and it might be what I do on here. Hi, kind of an outfit change, but I went out to go shopping a little bit because I ran out of yarn, or I'm going to run out of yarn. I didn't buy enough yarn for this little project. So now that we're back, I'm going to continue. So moving on to the next one, we have the Kawaii Bat Beret by Amber Dodson, Loot Fluff on Etsy. And it's a $5 pattern, and it's very, very cute. It's already kind of in the Pastel Goth range anyways, but you could make it more like instead of gray, you can do black. I think, hold on. I'm seeing she's done a magical beret. I'm going to follow her on wherever I can. Etsy. I'm going to follow her on Etsy. That's a separate thing for me. But that's a really cute idea for Pastel Goth, for Valloween. And I think it'd be super cute. All right, now onto the shawls. I think these are more shawls than anything. This one's the Batwing shawl by Cajun Hooker. It's $5, and it looks like a pretty simple pattern. It looks like it's a bunch of double crochet and chains, and they look to have used the Sultan Shadow from Hobie. Unfortunately, I can't afford that anymore, but it looks super simple, super fun, super easy. I think that would be cute if you did like, I don't know if they have a pink to black colorway, but I'm sure you can find something on Etsy for that, because like you can find variegated yarns like that or self-striping. I've had the idea of making like my own kind of by using lace crochet thread. So like the one that Ravelry has that I really, really like, it was a Halloween one, and I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. Dahlia. It's called Dahlia, and it's a 4-ply yarn. And what they did is like every few hundred yards, they would cut off one of the plies and then change one of the colors. And I think you could do that yourself if you're really patient. I fear that I am not patient enough for that. But if you can find one on Etsy as well, I think that'd be really cute. Pink to black, even the purple to black, lavender to black. I think that's really cute. And then you can even add like little hearts on the bottom or something if you really want. That's a you thing. That's up to your own discretion. but I think that would be really cute. Then we have the bat shawl from Maple Stitcher, $6.50. So it comes with a hood, and it's a very similar kind of pattern to the last pattern, but this one is more double crochet and less spaces between each row, if that makes sense, less chains between each row. It's basically, what do you call it? Like a ripple star, like half of a ripple star, and then the hood is definitely something that you'd want to follow this pattern for. So I think the ears in pink and then like an outline in pink would be really cute. This is already goth as it is. But I think it'd be cute. And then like you do like a little fluffy yarn in pink. Actually, that would be really cute. So next we have probably another shawl. Yep, another shawl, Cloud of Bats shawl. This is more filet crochet, and I am not talented in the filet crochet world or the tapestry world. I think filet and tapestry are very similar. It's just that in filet, you don't have to carry yarn over or anything. You don't have to worry about different colorways of yarn. You just kind of do it. I think if you look at it, like the diagrams, they're very similar. So this one is $4 by Hey Sister. And I think this is just really pretty. It looks like they're also using like Sultan or a different like color changing yarn, perfect phasing yarn. Ooh, they also have a spooky spider shawl. So that's something else too. I'm more on the bats side and then spiderweb side. So you could probably take the spooky spider. For filet crochet, like you can also do, since it is very similar to tapestry, I feel you could like carry yarn over for all the filet, use pink through there, and then for all the like the spaces, just use black. That's a me thing though. I don't know how else other people, yeah, it's Sultan Shadow. I don't know how else other people do this, but I think that would be a really cute little pastel goth type of deal. Another one is a Halloween bat shawl. So a lot of times when I look for like Valloween stuff, I go into the Halloween section and then just think, oh, let's do it in pink, you know? This one is another filet crochet style shawl, $2.25 from Hey Sister. And yeah, it's the same. You could do it in pink, like the whole entire thing in pink. And I think that would be really cute as a little project. I think the next one is also a shawl. No, this one is the Halloween bat choker. And this is about $5.06 in American dollars. It's by Heidi Briner, Little Crafty Dogs, Ravelry store, I guess that's how you say. So this, I've been wanting to do chokers in a while. What did they have for their yarn? Yeah, so they have thread weight, so lace weight. I actually just bought some. This guy, and what's a 2.25 millimeter hook, which if you're somebody that likes to make clothing, 2.25 is a little bit smaller than what I'm used to, but smaller yarns are so much better for drape when you're doing any garments. I typically only do acrylic for like hats and like not shawls. How do you call it? Cardigans. That's literally what this is. I typically only do that for that because it's like over. But if you want something that's like on your body, like touching your skin, you want to go for smaller yarns. And so this would be a really cute one. Make the bat pink, or make the choker part pink and then the bat hanging black. I think that'd be really cute. And then you can add like little jewels on it, like little beads. I think that would be so cute. Or even like little hearts, like the tiniest little hearts as like little accentuators. So they also have a spiderweb collar, which I know I'm adding extra stuff in here. I do apologize. I am very ADHD and this was a last minute thing for me. So I will probably be talking about more stuff that's not part of the 25, but she has that spiderweb collar and I think that would be really cute in pink because it's me, I like pink. Or you could do it black and wear a pink top, like a scoop, not a scoop neck top. That would be too low, but you could do it like, you can even like sew it onto. So this one is just a regular ringer top. And I think that would be really fun to just add it as a top like that. So that pattern is also about $5. So moving on, we've got the Forgotten Lore shawl. And this is yet another shawl. This one looks like it's smaller yarn, maybe. What kind of yarn did they use? Lace weight. They use lace weight, but they use a 5mm hook. So it's going to be very drapey, and it's also going to be very like loose stitches. So that'd be really useful for somebody who wants like something that wraps really easily and like wants it to work up a little bit quicker. I feel because like if you're somebody that's used to using bigger hooks, immediately going to like a 1.75mm hook, it's going to be very painful on your hands, especially because like I'm the type of person, the bigger hook I use, the more of like a knife grip that I use, but I typically use pencil grip. And I feel like if you're using like knife grip on, let me pull out my 1.75. Is this a 1.75? Yeah, this is my 1.75. I don't think I could get the stitches right with knife hook. Maybe that's just a me thing, but yeah, anyways, it'd be a good way to get yourself into learning lace weight yarns. This is $8. This is by Fiber and Fox, and as I've said before, you can do it in pink, or at the points of each of them, you can make little hearts, or you could even like do heart appliques on all of them. I think that would be super cute. So that is all for the wearables. Now moving on to amigurumi, because I know there's a lot of people who are into amigurumi here. I'm not very into amigurumi. I'll do it every now and then, but it's not my favorite thing in the world. So starting off, we have the Bat Heart keychain from Hannah Sorokas, Mishanya Toys Design. Sorry, I am really bad at reading. I'm trying to get better, I promise. But it is a $3.59 pattern. It's a heart-shaped bat, so already it's Valloween. And I personally would do like a pastel pink, or I don't know, maybe make the heart pink and then the ears and the wings black. I think that would be really cute. And I don't know, maybe add a little bit of like drip slime to the heart. That might be a lot of work. But either way, I think that would be really cute. And then we have the Wenceslas the bat. Like, is it like the da 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 da? Is it that? Like, I don't know how to. But anyways, it's $4.37 American dollars. But I'm gonna butcher this name, so here you are. And it is a very cute little bat pattern. Always going with the pink bat. And my personal favorite thing to do if I am making amigurumi is to add hearts to it if I'm doing like a Valloween specific one. So I think this one would be really cute, like putting a heart in the center of it and then having the wings wrap around the heart. That would be really cute. So there's that. Another bat is coming up. So we have Bartholomew the bat, or Bartholomew bat by She's Crafty Crochet, Danielle Alexander. It's for $3.50 on Etsy. And this one looks like a super easy pattern. And I don't know if it's no-sew or not. I haven't read that far, to be honest. I just pulled up a whole bunch of photos and was like, I want to talk about these. So it looks like it's low sew, if anything. The body and torso looks like that they kind of just meld into one. And then I think it's a bobble stitch for the feet. And then the wings, I think you have to sew on the wings and the ears. But other than that, it's pretty low sew, which is always phenomenal. They have it in candy corn color. They also have it in the pink color. I bet you could do it if she has the example of how to color change in there. You could absolutely do white, red, and pink instead of white, orange, and yellow. So that's a whole thing you can do. Also, always you could do hearts for the ears. That would be super cute. And then next we have Plush Bat. So this one, let me grab an example of what I have because I used this pattern before. It's a free pattern, and the tutorial is, or the, what is it called? The pattern itself isn't too hard to read. I don't remember having struggled with it. I remember I did attach things wrong to it, but that's a me problem because I can't read too good. But give me 1 second, I'm gonna grab it. This is my Plush Bat. I kind of just like did a little cone for the head, like witch's hat thing. I added white right here, and then I added a heart. So I followed this pattern almost completely to a T. The wings I did wrong, but that's okay. I ended up having her hug the heart. The ear came down a little bit, but that's because she's wearing a hat, and kind of like it's just really cute. I didn't add any smiling things because I'm lazy. I got this far. I'm like, that's too much, but this has been one of my favorite things. I have it up here. I look at it almost every day and I'm like, dang, it's too bad I'm not a plushie maker because this is so darn cute. But I just wanted to add that I have done this pattern and I do really enjoy this pattern. I love that the ears kind of flop over like that. So cute. I think I sewed this on wrong as well, but this is before I learned how to use the Ami sticks. I don't use Ami sticks, by the way. I use chopsticks. I got this from a Chinese restaurant. I have metal chopsticks at home, so I don't need to use the wooden ones. And I just stick it in there and then I just, whenever I need to sew it in. For the big plushes, for the smaller plushes, I just kind of wing it and hope for the best. But that's all for plushes. Let me move on to the next. Oh, did I exit out of the other one? I think I did. Oh, dang it. I'll find it out. Okay, so next up, we've got accessories, starting with, well, we only have 2 accessories because I didn't really look too far into accessories. I don't really use accessories, so it doesn't really catch my eye. But we have this bat wings hand fan, fan hand, and it's $6 through Zombambi Crochet on Etsy. And if you can find like a fan base, it'd be really fun. They use crazy glue, which is really nice. They also have other like kind of fans. It's very unique. It'd be really good for like just like showing off, adding it to your repertoire. It is a 2.25 millimeter hook, so they're using lace, but lace, I feel like more people should get into lace. It's so tedious, but the end results are so good and it showcases more, I feel like, because there's just so much more you can do with lace weight yarn. It's easier to like show off your designs with lace weight yarn as opposed to acrylic. Like, let me show you how far like I've gotten. Like, you can see stitches on here, right? But it's so thick that it kind of hides what's going on. There's puff stitches in there, which I guess you can kind of see it, but like it's not as visible had had I done it in a smaller thread. So next up, we've got the Goth Bat Backpack by Irina Kluchenko. I think this is really cute. I love it. Oh, going back to the Batwing fan, like that one itself could be pink. Like I said, everything, do it in pink. You've got Valloween, you've got Pastel Goth. Literally, that's what it is. I mean, I know more of like the classic Pastel Goth is like the slime drips. It's closer to Guro Kawaii than what I like. I guess I do get the Draculaura allegations. I think I understand. I thought Draculaura was more hot pink, but I think the whole pastel goth bat thing is Draculaura. So I get it. I understand. Anyways, going back to this goth bat backpack, she is £6 and 66 cents. I don't know how to say it in American terms. I'm sorry. But instead of red, I think the red is supposed to be like the coffin, but you could do pink or do black instead of the red and then pink for the bat. I think that'd be really cute. This bag is really pretty. I'm almost like, let me double check it real quick. Yeah, this is really beautiful stitches. Okay, now that I see a closer up picture, I can see all the like individual stitches and it looks like they were using like a black and red kind of yarn. Either way, I think this would be really cute. How much? £6, 66 cents. Let's see it on Etsy. I'm gonna look at the reviews on Etsy just in case. $8.88 in American. So from the review, it looks like it's a little bit hard to read, but it might be a translation error type of deal. Anyways, I think this is a really cute pattern. It's something that might be on my bucket list one day. I think it's really pretty, and that could definitely be a pastel goth kind of deal. So moving on to the last category, we have miscellaneous. And starting off with the miscellaneous is this heart checkerboard. I I know these yarns. These yarns are orchid and something else orchid, rich orchid, I think. They're loops and threads. This is super cute and very Valentine's. You could do spiders instead, or little bats instead of hearts. Keep the checkerboard the same color, little tiny bats. I think that would be really cute. Or you could do black and white with the hearts, but I think the pink and or the pink and pink with bats would really sell that. It's like pastel goth. So that's one idea. It is $4.99 by My Fingers Fly, and it's part of their Valentine's Day advent calendar. That's really cute. Oh, there's an ebook pattern with 14 patterns, so you can do pay $11.99 for a whole booklet of patterns, which is really, really awesome. So keep that in mind. Next up, we have the Valentine's Day heart garland. And I know so many artists, crochet artists specifically, talk about the Valentine's Day garland. And I have yet to do one. My idea for this is to like do the garland, right? Have a bunch of hearts just hanging, but also bats hanging on the same little string. And then maybe like instead of just a regular string for the garland, make it spider webby, you know what I mean? Or like do a little lace instead. I think that would be really cute. And of course, do a black for the bunting, I guess, part. Hearts can be black or they can be pink. Bats definitely keep bat black. And I think that would be just really, really cute as a little decoration in the house. And I think that's something I do want to work on. But first, I got to get through all the stuff that I'm working on right now and my markets. Oh boy, those are coming up. So this one is $4.21 USD, and it's by Burgundy and Blush. Then we have the Simple Hearts basket. It's like a little trinket basket, and I think this would be really fun to put like tampons or I don't know, rings. I took my rings off, but you see this little bat guy? You could put your little rings in there or whatever. Make it pink, make it black. You could do black with pink for the shell stitches around. You could, oh, they put their sewing or the crochet. Oh, this is actually pretty big. Actually, yeah, it looks like you could put like a small thing of yarn in there with scissors. Did I tell you guys who this is from? This is the Simple Heart Basket by Heart Coasters and what is it? This is the Simple Heart Basket by Ling Ryan, and it's about $6.33 USD. Came out in 2018, so you know it's reliable, kind of, I guess. I don't know, but I think that'd be really fun. And then we have this Bats Galore pillow by High Desert Yarn, $3.99 USD. This is tapestry crochet, and I am too scared to do tapestry crochet. However, if you're not too scared, black background, pink bats, do it. Do it. Please, somebody do it for me. I can't do tapestry. I can only do like circles and lace. Like that's my thing. So this would be really, really cute. Pink bats, like I said. It looks like there's little dots in there, and those little dots either could be like carried over yarn or something. You could do white or red. I prefer maybe just keeping that pink. I don't know. I think this would be super cute for a pillow. If only I could tapestry crochet. So, did I tell you? Yeah, it's $3.99. I might get it and gift it to somebody else. Oh, I do have some tapestry crochet mutuals. So I can make them like a sweater, like a lacy sweater, and then they can make me the pillow. This is what friends are for. All right, and then we have the Gone Batty. So this looks like it's just like a pumpkin wrap thing, a doily. So that's by Ann Wanamaker for $2.99. It looks like they used it on like their trick or treat baskets. You could probably put it on other things that are on the same size. Like you could do it on, I'm trying to think of other things that would be around that same size. Like if you have a pink pumpkin, black, do black. Lace crochet, by the way, or not lace. I mean, it is. It's thread weight. So you'll have to like use a smaller hook. But I think this would be really cute in pink as well, obviously. But if you have like a black Halloween bucket, you can use that. Like I personally, some around Halloween time, will buy new like bowls or trinket trays or something. Not really trays. I mean, sometimes, but if I'm buying something with a purpose, oh, that'd be so cute. Like if you are bringing this to a market, maybe I don't know your life. You could just have the little buckets and then do the doily around it, and then sell that for like, I don't know, put little florals in it. Oh my gosh, actually, like I'm looking at this flower. You could do like some of the Halloween florals in it, and then it'd be really cute. Or you can like, if you're a plant mom or dad or parent, you could absolutely put like a real clay pot in the middle of it. Like maybe stand it up with some rocks so that when the clay pot drips out, it has somewhere to go, kind of, or like poke a hole in the bottom. Like, don't directly put your plant in there because it's going to be really hard to repot it. Definitely put like a clay pot in the middle of it. Use this as a planter. So cute. And it could be a hanging planter too because it already comes with a little thing. Yeah, do it, please. Somebody. This is a bonus one, but they also have Skullentine, and it is a heart with skulls. I'm not the skull type of person. I have friends who are, but this is another doily pattern. So bonus if you want. This one is a free pattern, so super bonus if you want. And then last but not least, we have the Halloween border with bats. And this would be so cute as a bunting, so cute as like wall decor, pink, red, do what you want. Black is fine too. If you have a pink accent wall, dude, oh, that would be so, so good. You could put it like on your mirror or something. Oh my gosh. This pattern is also available for free, and it is filetcrochetpatterns.com. Didn't know that site existed, but if I were to get into filet crochet, that's where I'm going. All right, so that's all I've got for, well, I probably have more. I definitely have more. I just don't want to do that much work in one video. This is already a lot for myself, so if I have the energy to do it again, I will maybe talk about diagrams, because my favorite pattern is a free pattern and it is a diagram. So if that's something that you guys want, I will try my best to get to it. No promises. I am definitely terrified of how this will go out or come about. So thanks for watching. Thanks for enjoying, and happy Valloween crochet. Eat a lot of candy. Okay, thanks. Bye.